In a quiet town where doors stayed unlocked and faith bound the community, Pastor Albert and Amy Anderson arrived to lead a hopeful congregation until a brutal double murder shattered their peace, unraveling secrets and fears that tested their trust in God and each other. Pastor Albert Anderson and his wife Amy arrived in a small Pacific Northwest town with their 6 children to lead a local congregation. The family settled in, unpacking boxes labeled for each room: kitchen, kids' bedrooms, basement. Amy, with her country charm, kept things organized, while Albert prepared to guide his new flock. The church, long without a pastor, welcomed them warmly, but with some skepticism. Albert's first sermon, inspired by Isaiah 43:16, reflected their calling to this town. The Andersons connected with the community through a marriage seminar, sharing their love story. Among the congregants were Luke and Francine Reese, a generous retired couple. Francine taught Sunday school, and Luke took pride in his appearance. The Andersons grew close to them, enjoying fishing trips on the Reese's houseboat. Tensions emerged when Bate Blake, a troubled congregant, hinted at needing help. His cryptic words, "You may regret it someday," unsettling Albert. Whispers of jealousy prompted Albert to caution Amy about favoring Francine, fearing congregational resentment. Amy's unease grew after a nightmare about Francine. Unable to reach her, Amy and Albert visited the Reese's home, finding the door ajar. The next day, with the Reese's son Flint, they discovered Luke and Francine had been murdered, shot in their home. Fear gripped the town, replacing its easygoing trust. Albert and Amy comforted their children, especially Debbie, who feared losing her parents. Albert shared Psalm 46, urging faith amidst chaos. Sheriff Tomlin questioned everyone, and Bate, paranoid, insisted on protecting the Andersons with shotguns, a gesture Albert allowed to avoid conflict. Congregants questioned how God could allow such evil, but Albert preached resilience. Suspicion fell on various townsfolk. Faye Crane suffered a breakdown, accusing her husband. Sheriff Tomlin revealed Bates' schizophrenia, advising distance. Flint reported his father's missing .357 revolver, though the murders involved a .22. A break came when Edward Cheney, a parolee, was arrested in Bellingham with the stolen .357. Cheney confessed to aiding a robbery with his cellmate Brian Sanders, who shot the Reeses during a botched burglary, targeting their isolated home. The Andersons, shaken, found solace in faith. Amy, once paralyzed by fear, began to heal, humming with peace. The family danced for joy one morning, reclaiming hope. At a church service, they sang, "It is well with my soul," reflecting their journey through sorrow to trust. Though scarred, Albert and Amy led their community forward, anchored by God's strength in the face of the unknown.